So, hello fellow coin collectors, this is Glenn, back with some coins from Singapore. And today's series we're going to talk about is the current series. So these coins here, there's only 5 in the series, ranging from 5 cents to $1. And in the background, I've actually done videos on these before, but these are the older series. So here is the first series, here is the second series, and they lead up to a current series. So in 2013, Singapore actually issued this current series of coins. And the reason why they actually done that was actually to reduce the actual sizes of coins. So if we take the 50 cent, we can see that it's actually a smaller size. So let me do that. But it is a little bit thicker, and also the metals have changed. So this one is copper nickel. These ones here is nickel plated steel. Same with these 10 and 20 cents. This is brass plated steel. And this one is a combination of both. So nickel plated steel in the center and brass plated steel on the outside. And if we have a look at the $1, so I'll take one there, you can see that this one is an aluminium bronze coin. And the security features on it are actually not as good as the current coin, because you can see, if I focus in, that there is a countermark, so like a little holographic feature, and you can see it just in this section here. And this is actually a laser engraved Vada Miss Maquim orchid flower. So that's the orchid flower, the national flower of Hong Kong. And this is actually a security feature, main one on that coin. So I presume that there was a lot of counterfeits of the old $1, so that's why they actually changed it. I know in Malaysia 1 ringgit there's actually a lot of counterfeits, but Singapore $1 I'm not too sure. And if we look at the other side, it just has the coat of arms, which is always on Singapore coinage since 1985. And I actually quite like this $1 coin. It's actually very, very nice coin. Okay, so the features on this coin, on the 5 cent coin, we have the Esplanade Amphitheatre in Singapore. It's built in 2002 and it's used to stage like musicals, concerts and all other stuff. And this series of coins actually introduces you to the modern Singapore life. The previous 2 coins, the second series was the flower series, and the first series had a combination of industry and native animals that lived around in Singapore. So as you can see, I actually like the way this coin is actually minted. It's pretty hard struck, so it has a thick flan, and on the side it actually has no reading. So that's different than the previous coins, which are actually reeded. Then we have the 10 cent coin. Now the 10 cent coin has just the high skyscrapers of Singapore, and also has some palms, which are pretty common in tropical places. Oh yeah. And this is actually a nice coin. So you can see all of them have the lion motif, which actually represents Singapore, and that is derived from the merlion, which is actually a mythical Chinese animal that's been adopted by many other cultures. So the side of this coin is interrupted milling. So you've got 1, 2, 3, you've got 4 of each. So 4 milled and 4 plain. And that is a feature you'll find on all coins. If you do not find that feature, it either means the milling's been worn away or it is an error. In that case, it didn't have milling on it at all. Minted of any year. But I could be wrong, because Singapore doesn't actually release its mintages in this current coin series. But looking from the previous coin series, considering Singapore has a lot of tourists and a lot of people coming in and going, they actually produce a lot more coins than they would actually need if they were just a place where people don't really visit it as a tourist centre. So I'd say a lot of coins are actually taken out of the country, like these ones here. They're in Australia, not in Singapore anymore. Can't use them as coinage because it's not legal tender in Australia. Anyway, the 50 cent, as you can see, it has a ship on it, a cargo ship, because Singapore is a major cargo handling destination. And it has a crane. So these are cranes here. They actually lift the containers up off the ship and put them, sometimes they put them on rail cars to transport to other areas. Sometimes they put them directly on trucks. But that is nice. I like the dots around it. So this one is very coarse milling. So that's probably the highest type of milling I've ever seen. And these type of millings are used for people who are blind or have some type of visual impairment to actually, and also the people who are illiterate, to actually determine the different denominations. And the last coin we have is the $1. And this has a Merlion. So as you can see, it has a head of a lion, body of a fish, and it is a bimetal coin, which I said before. And as you can see, when these bimetal coins first came out, they actually had a big gap in between the two metals, especially the Italian bimetal 500 lira when it was first introduced in 1982. But now they've gotten a lot better with their minting style, and the gap has pretty much disappeared. And as you can see, I think that's my fingerprint mark. And how you get that off, it's gone. You can still see the oil. If you want to get rid of the oil, I'd probably just run this under hot water, because hot water can disperse oil. And wipe it off with a cloth, because if you leave fingerprints on it, it can actually damage the coin in long term. But with this coin, I wouldn't worry about it, because it is a very common coin. It's not going to be very rare. Even 500 to 1,000 years time will still be common, although probably not as common in this grade, because they would have developed a patina by then. So yes, this coin is milled as well, and this is very secure against counterfeiting. But I would say that actually doesn't prevent those people from counterfeiting this coin, especially from China, because they're very resourceful. Anyway, I hope you like these coins. I'll leave a link down below to eBay in case you're interested in purchasing any of these coins. And yeah, I just quite like this coin series. Beautiful. I like the first and the third coin series. Not too keen on the second one, which was replaced by this one. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying my review, and have an awesome coin collecting time, people. Okay, bye bye. Thank you for watching.